Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have here this Samsung Galaxy S10e, and the problem on it is the battery. To know if your battery is good or not, you need to just fully charge it and test it. If it holds charge like 6 hours or less, that means you need to replace the battery. Also, there is a sign if the battery needs to be replaced when you see that the back of your phone start like getting open from the sides like this, or maybe you see like a bump here. That means the battery is getting swollen inside and it starts pushing the screen, the back glass out, and that's a sign that the battery needs to be replaced. And that's our case here. You see the back is open because the battery gets swollen inside and keeps pushing this one. Thank God it didn't break the back, because sometimes when the battery keeps pushing out, your back glass may break. Alright, so to do this job we will need some tools. We will need just a plastic like this. Make sure it's a thin, not thick plastic. You can just use the packaging plastic and cut it this shape. Then we will need a battery. I ordered this from eBay and it's not expensive, it's like around 10 bucks. We will need a double sticky adhesive. This double sticky adhesive, you may not need it in case you are replacing the back glass too, because the back glass too usually it comes with the pre-installed adhesive on it. We will need an IC semi, something like this, flexible, and we will need a Phillips screwdriver, a gloves, and the last thing is a heat gun. Okay, if you don't have the heat gun or the gloves or the double sticky adhesive, you still can do this job. And also, if you don't have even this IC semi, you can just use a blade like this, but you need to be extremely careful when you are using this one. Okay, alright, so I will show you how to use it when we get to it. Alright, so now I'm gonna put the gloves on my hand and I will heat up the back. In my case, I don't need to heat it up because it's already open like this, but I'm just showing you how to heat up the back in case you need to heat it up. Alright, so I'm just gonna heat it up. I will spread the heat all around the edges like this. Make sure don't focus the heat in one spot. You may damage, you may melt something inside. And you will heat it up for maybe 2 up to 3 minutes. And you can add the heat as needed when you start the job, you know. Alright, so let's suppose I heat it up enough. Now I will use this IC semi. If the back glass is still sealed like this, you're gonna use the IC semi, but make sure don't pry up. Don't wiggle this way, don't push this all the way inside. So you're just gonna use the tip, just the little tip here. You're gonna insert it here in this corner, just like this. If you feel like it's hard, you can heat it up a little bit more, and that will make the adhesive getting loose, and it will allow you to insert this IC semi here. And once you insert it here, make sure don't wiggle, don't pry up, don't push it all the way inside. If you don't have the IC semi, as I mentioned in the beginning, you can use this and you can do the same thing. You're just gonna come here and make this. Will be very hard, but you can make a small gap like this. All what we need is a small gap here. And once we have the small gap, we're gonna use this plastic and we will insert it here, just like this. Then we will remove the metallic tools, because if we use the metallic tools, we're gonna break the back glass. But in case the back glass is broken, you don't have to worry about it, because anyway you're gonna replace it, right? Alright, so once I have the tip of this plastic inside, we're gonna just slide it all around the edges like this until we release, and keep sliding all around the edges until you release. By the way, you can use this plastic. If the back is broken, you can just insert this IC semi here without heating it up, by the way, in case you don't have a heat gun. and once you insert it, because it's gonna be anyway, it's broken, you know. And also you can do it without heating it up, and you can still save your back glass, but I don't recommend that. It may be you may damage your back glass. In case the back glass got damaged, you can buy another one from eBay. It's like maybe 10 bucks, so it's not that expensive. All right, so let's go to the work now. Let's just move on, you know. So now I will just slide this all around the edges, just like this. All right, so once you release all the edges, you can just open this thing carefully. Okay, you see it's open now, and as you see the battery is raised up and it's already swollen. This is the wireless charging part. I'm just gonna like pull it this way, and as you see the battery is swollen. All right, so now to replace the battery, we just need to open these two screws here. I mean, not two screws, or we need to open mini screws. We will start with this. All the screws are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. And I'm just using a regular Phillips screwdriver, not the big one, by the way, but it's a small, you know. All right, so this is the last screw. All right, so now I will put these screws aside. Then I will pull this wireless charging part from here, and I will just lift up gently until I release it. Okay, this is the wireless charging parts and the cover. So the battery has a connection right here. So this is the battery cable. Just use your nail and disconnect it. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I will just use this IC Semi, and I will insert it here on the side, and I will just pry up. Make sure don't poke the battery, don't make a cut on it. Sometimes it's very hard to remove it, but as you see, it comes off easy. And you just need to do it correctly. You just insert this one here and you pry up. Okay. All right, so now I have some adhesive that is still here. All right, so now I'm just gonna clean this residue or this adhesive which is left here, just to make sure that the battery will stick or will set flat here. All right, so it's almost clean. I think that's enough. There is like still small pieces there, but no worries. So now what I'm gonna do, I will put, this is the double sticky adhesive. I will put just small strip here on this edge, and I will cut it. And another strip right here. And that will be enough. So now I will use just this plastic spudger just to make sure that the adhesive sticks very well. By the way, I forgot to mention that the LCD on this phone, this black spot here is for the LCD. So make sure when you are prying up, make sure don't damage this thing, because if you just small pressure here, it will break your screen. Then you will have to pay a lot of money to replace it. I know the screen for the Samsung is pricey, you know. So now I will remove the paper or the plastic that is covering the adhesive, and I will do the same thing here. Then we're gonna put our battery inside. So this is the battery. I will just first I will connect this cable, the connection, make sure it's matching so it's connected. Why I connect this one first? Because sometimes the cable may not be matching with its connection here if I glue this first, you know. But now I'm sure it's glued, it's connected. Then I will just release the battery. Alright, so now the battery is good. Now it's not gonna fall. And then I will disconnect this in case I still need to do more work here, but in my case I will just go ahead and put this bracket back and put the screws. I'll be back once I put all the screws back. Alright, so this is the last screw. And now we need to put this back cover here. So this back cover, it still have some adhesive on it, but I need to put more adhesive because this is not enough to keep it together. So first I will need to clean this adhesive from here to make sure that the back glass sticks very well here without leaving any gaps on the sides. So in this, for this reason, I will use a flat head screwdriver. I will use this one, and I'm just gonna like go through like this until I clean all the back frame. I'll be back after I finish. Alright guys, so the frame is clean. So now I will make sure that the adhesive is clean here too. If I see something like overlapping or crooked, I need to make sure it's clean too. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will put the adhesive all around the edges. So this is the double sticky adhesive. I will put one strip from here to the corner. Then I will cut it evenly with the edge, like this, and this side too. Another strip from this corner here to this corner. Make sure you cut the adhesive exactly like this. Don't overlap this one here, and the same thing here. Then another strip from here.
When I come back and pay you,
Alright, then I will cut this one, and then we're gonna make sure that this adhesive sticks very well here. I'm just uncovering the adhesive now. So this plastic or this paper is covering the adhesive. I mean the other side of the double sticky adhesive. So now this thing is very sticky. So once I put this one here, make sure it's aligned perfectly like this. Then you just let it stick. Alright, and that's it. So that's how to replace the the battery on the Samsung Galaxy S10e, and also that's the method how to replace the back as well. You just need to get another back glass, and make sure if you are replacing the back glass, get it with the camera lenses on it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.